seconds. Ahead. Shalom, shalom. Hold on.
Shalom, shalom.
The YouTube, they can comment and tell me the sound is good. Cause my other phone. Should I say something? And tell me
Shalom,
the sound is good. Cause my
shalom,
other
shalom.
phone. Okay, hold on. It's about to. Say something. Tell me
Shalom,
the sound.
shalom, shalom, shalom.
Okay, hold on. It's about to. Say something. Yep. I heard you. I heard you. Okay, let's get into it, man. You wanna say shalom to the whole family of Israel, wherever you may be, man. We came out here on the highways and the hedges. Anything, give all praises to the Most High.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bashem,
Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim,
Hashem,
Rakakwadash. Yahweh being the Most High God, and Yahweh Shai is to the world, and He calls Jesus the Christ. And of course, want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who've been ruling well through the Spirit, teaching His word and believing His word, bringing forth 100% of Most High's doctrine to the best of their ability. And a mighty shalom to the hopeful elect, whoever you may be in and out of congregations, Lord willing, you endure and you strive for Yahweh Shem Shai. And Lord willing, Most High have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not in the faith. You see the title, every day is a test, right? So go ahead with your precept, King.
found in the book of Matthew, chapter 24. Matthew got start verse, I might as well get the whole thing, start verse 4. How shall I answer and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying I am a Mashiach, but shall deceive many. You know, the word Mashiach goes into anointed. So many people got to say they're anointed, say they had a wisdom knowledge, saying the Lord, say they had the whole truth, the whole doctrine, you know. But rather they're deceivers, you know. It shall deceive many. You know, that's what happening right now. A lot of people are getting deceived by the false prophets of the Lord, or false prophets of Satan, leading that to leading that to the congregation of death, man. You know, to the grave, you know. And only at the end of the day, there's the judgment of the Lord, man. There's the judgment of Yahweh Hashem El Shai. To get rid of them, destroy them, you know, only because they're wicked.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 6. It says, rejoiceth not in iniquity, but rejoice in the truth, right? That's what we got to rejoice in, man. You know, our people right now, they love to do wickedly, man, right? The scriptures tell us that, you know, our people have surpassed the wicked, you know, the true wicked, which is Esau, man, the Edomites, right? But that's what our people are clinging to right now, you know what I'm saying? And this is what's going on. But the scriptures tell you, you know, it says, rejoice not in iniquity, but rejoice in the truth, right? And this truth, this is wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. This true doctrine, you know? Not the little mumbo jumbo that, you know, you got some of these camps and these other folks talking about, man. This is the true understanding, man. Through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
Because you even said to hate the evil and love the good.
Right.
You know, so as we're told by the Lord, we have to hate evil. What's evil? No, false wisdom, not understanding, man. Foolishness.
Right.
No, that's evil in the sight of Heavenly Father, man. We have to hate that. You know, but rather we have to love righteousness. You know, the whole 100% doctrine of Yahweh Hashem Shai, we have to love that. You know, we can't love falsehood, man. We can't love deceit, lying words and divination, man. We can't love that.
This is
You know?
this is uh this is I'ma just yep, okay, this is Proverbs chapter 11 verse 5, and I'm gonna read to verse 8. It says, the righteousness of the perfect shall direct his way, but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. The righteousness of the upright shall deliver them, but transgressors shall be taken in their own naughtiness. When a wicked man dieth, his expectation shall perish, and the hope of the unjust men perisheth. The righteous is delivered out of trouble, and the wicked cometh in his stead. Right? Even what brothers was talking about earlier, right? where we're striving to be the righteous, man, because you want to be saved, man. Either if it's scarcely saved, right, getting saved at that appointed time. This is why it's all about examining yourself under this place of judgment, man, right? Because we getting attacked left and right, man. Outside of the ministry, you go through so many things, man, right? And just what the brother was reading in Matthew, man, it's about the level of prophecy, or the level of the end times is going to get worse, like a woman having a child, right?
It's the book of Job, chapter 28, verse 28. It says, and unto man he said, behold, the fear of Yahweh Shema Shai, that is wisdom. And to depart from evil is understanding. Man, like if you had understanding and you had true wisdom, right, you would have the fear of Yahweh Shema Shai, right? Because you know, through that fear, we know what's through prophecy, right, which is the spirit of Yahweh Shai. We know that, guess what? Death and destruction is coming to this place. And it's time to get yourself right, man. In these days, man, right? With iniquity, on the rise, right? You can just watch the news, man, and that's all they talk about, right? That's all you see when you step outside the door, man, right? So it's, if you have wisdom, wisdom is to fear Yahweh Shem Shai, man, and understand that we know that judgment is coming to this place, man, and it's time to get yourself right, man.
I got a precept. This is Deuteronomy chapter 4, and I'm going to start at verse 4. It says, but ye that did cleave unto Yahweh Shemashah, your power, are alive every one of you this day. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as Yahweh Shemashah, my power, commanded me.
Salakia, real quick, because remember, Yahweh Shem Shai was mad at these wicked ass Israelites, man. So for 40 years they wandered around, man. And he waited till all the wicked ones died out. You know what I'm saying? He waited till they wandered around basically in a damn circle for 40 years, man. 40 years to die, for them to die off, because that's how wicked they were, man. You know what I'm saying? So those who were left, who was like what, Joshua, Caleb, and then the children who basically surpassed them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everyone under the age of 20.
Right.
Right.
And Moses, of course, because he had to, do that. But
right. And then a cause and effect happened when you go to Judges 2 and 10, that every time a new generation came up, they didn't know the Most High or his ways, the miracles he done, because brothers wasn't being consistent with talking about the wonders. When you go to First Chronicles, the 16th chapter, verse 11 or 12, it tells you, basically say, seek his face continually, but look and remember the marvelous works of the Most High. And that's what's supposed to keep you on your spiritual toes, thinking of the miracles of the Most High, right? So like I said, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as Yahweh Shemashah, that power commanded me, that ye should do them in the land whether ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these things, and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding nation, right? And so the more we come out to these highways and byways, these other nations are going to know that we're a wise nation. But when you have other congregations that will call our Lord nigga, Yahweh Shemashai Brakathum, right, will say that we serve a nigga God, or if you have congregations that's fighting on a corner, the nation would look like we must be a stupid nation, right? But you have ones that stick out, like I seen a video of Vocab bowing down to Elder Tahar, giving him a book or trying to have him sign his book. You want the nations to see us just teaching. You want to see that you want the nations to see us using wisdom. You want the nation to see that we not against each other, right? Because when they look at one congregation fighting, they gonna think we all the same. If they look at one congregation accepting Edomites, they gonna look at us all the same. If they see one congregation debating, they gonna see us all the same. And just like what he was bringing about Israel in the wilderness for 40 years, we were murmuring. And look what niggas do now. They murmur and complain all day, but they ain't got no actions, right?
You got something?
Yeah, I do. I do. You go ahead.
Nah, this might break the subject. So go
Okay.
ahead.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 1, and verse 10. My son, if sinners entice thee, consent not thou. If they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood, let us work privately for the innocent without cause, let us swallow them up alive as a grave, and whole as those that go down to the pit. We shall find all precious substance, we shall fill our houses with spoil, casting thy lot among us, let us all with one purse. My son, walk not thou in the way with them, feign thy foot from their path. You know? I mean, point is, you gotta stay away from the path of the wicked, man.
Right.
Mm,
Cause if you get part of that, or you get consumed with it, man. Or you
mm-hmm.
get jumping along with them, man. Cause you're associated with the wickedness. You know, you're associated with the madness, so we're gonna judge you along with them.
What's that scripture? Don't follow a multitude to do evil.
There's Proverbs, the Exodus 23 and 2.
Can you get that for me, Out?
You gotta.
23 and 2.
What's that drink called when somebody you in the wrong
Exodus 23
place
and 2.
or you get there's somebody shooting at you? Yeah. That's how it is, man.
Right.
When you chilling around the wicked, but you trying to be righteous, you'll be
Right.
exactly what the brother just said, man.
Right. And that's why we gotta, we gotta cleave unto this. Matter of fact, that brings me to what we was talking about earlier, right? This is the book of Sirach, chapter 13, and I'll start at verse 15, right? I'll start at, verse 15. It says, every beast loveth his like, and every man loveth his neighbor. All flesh consorteth according to kind. A man will cleave to his like, right? So if you were, and we was just looking at that, looking at the water, man. The geese was, congregating by themselves. The ducks were over here congregating by themselves, just like men, right? And even with like men, you have, the different nations that cling and hang amongst themselves, but also the righteous and the wicked, right?
Uh-huh.
So it says, every beast loveth his like, and every man loveth his neighbor. All flesh consorteth according to kind, and a man will cleave to his like. Right? It says, what fellowship hath the wolf with the lamb? So the sinner with the godly, right? So you shouldn't be congregating yourself. That's why the scriptures always tell you to depart from evil, to step away from iniquity, man. Right? Because you really have no fellowship, with that. That's like the yin and yang, man. That's the oil and water, man. They don't mix, man. You know what I'm saying? And you need to be, if you are righteous, right? The scriptures tell you, if any man be righteous, let him be righteous still. If any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant still. You know what I'm saying? It's separate. There's a separation, man. And right now, there's a great separation happening, man, where the Lord is sifting out, all these wicked, individuals and folks who really are not about, this work and this labor to usher in the coming of Yahweh Hashem Shai, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Yeah, when you look at history, that's how the righteous and the unrighteous always was. You see,
Right.
the apostles and the prophets was never teaching with the Pharisees and Sadducees.
Right.
It was always teaching against them.
Right.
Right? You had Hananiah in the book of Jeremiah. He wasn't teaching with Jeremiah, but he, that the Lord just used him as a false prophet to falsely prophesy, but he wasn't walking or speaking with Jeremiah like Baruch. Right? It's always a division. Sirach chapter 33 tells you the righteous is against the sinner, and the sinner is against the godly. Right? This is an ongoing battle. Even right now, you might, through the spirit, a congregation might be against another congregation, but not on verses. It's really through the spirit we're against the way how they're teaching, and probably how they're moving, because it would become a domino effect, and we would look like them. That's why the real men of the Lord are going to constantly teach every day and always upgrade and smooth out the doctrine of Yahweh Hashem Shai, because you have to look different from everybody. That's what holy is. So the righteous is going to look holy out of all other congregations, because they're going to be set apart, right? But you can go ahead, David.
The book of Exodus, chapter 23, verse 2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause of decline after meaning to wrestle judgment.
Right. You shouldn't follow a multitude to do evil, man. Right. A lot of our people, like, and our children get taught this early, man.
Yeah.
Right. They see who the little in crowd is. They want to follow the little in crowd. Right. They want to follow, and then all of a sudden they get caught up. Like you said, you got you know you got innocent bystanders who are caught in there. Right. This is why you have to separate yourself. Right. And to be holy is to be severed or to be separate. You know what I'm saying? And at this point, it's time for us to be separate and do the work of Yahweh Shema Shai, right? Those who have been chosen and have been called, man, into this thing, man. It's not time to be running in the world, you know, being a nigga, man, and doing, you know, the things of the unrighteous, man.
Yeah, precept. There's the book of Sirach, chapter 7, verse 2. Depart from the unjust. Let's start verse 1. Do no evil, so shall no harm come unto thee. Depart from the unjust, and iniquity shall depart, so turn away from thee. You know? The main point is depart from the unjust, man, the wicked, man. You know, so we have to follow what the scripture said at the end of the day. You know, the scripture says to depart from the wicked, you know, the unrighteous, the ungodly, because all they'll do, they corrupt you.
Right.
You know, they'll corrupt you and make you turn unto them, you know?
And if you in a camp and they telling you that the MOTB is spiritual, man, hey, man, you need to depart from that, man.
Yeah.
Right? Especially if you have understanding of that, right? And why would you be led by a blind man and you actually can see? And you're being led to a blind man into a ditch, man. That's
Right.
really what it is. And people are so caught up in, you know, that congregation type thing and that,
Right.
and they're not caught up in the truth.
Right.
And to understand the truth, man, that's what you should really be seeking, man.
Right.
Is the truth.
Yeah.
Not, you know, trying to have, you know, the best garment and this, that, and the other, man. You
Right.
know?
It's not about fitting. This is not about fitting in. You know what I'm saying? And it's not about making the scriptures comfortable for other people just because their emotions or they feel a certain way. The scriptures is without a condom. It's straight raw, in most cases straight to the point. And when you see Yahweh Shai speaking in parables, is because why would he speak plainly if it was for everybody, speak plainly. But if it's not for everybody, you're gonna speak in parables, allegories that go over your head. Because if it's too easy, that means the wicked can take it and use it, and they'll try to play that role. That's why you can only see phonies in this truth, right?
And Salakia now, really, you know, like the book of Daniel said, you know, close the book until the end. We know we're in the end because the book is open now. And it's being made plain upon tables, but you still have people who still can't see it because it's just not meant for them to see it, man. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? This is not meant for everybody, you know? Ultimately, this calling is for the elect, man.
Right.
This whole calling, everything that we do
got a
is
precept.
all for the elect at this point.
I got a precept. You got a precept? I got a precept. You go ahead.
This is Sirach, chapter 27 and verse 12. I'm going to start at verse 11. It says, this is going off what I was saying, basically about, you know, when you you know, sitting yourself in the seat of the sinners. You know what I'm saying? That's not what you know, us as men of the Lord, we're supposed to be observing ourselves to be holy. Now, you're going to find times when you're going to be around sinners, but what you're doing is you let your light shine. You know what I'm saying? If somebody asks you something about this word, man, you're supposed to bring that to, hey, you got to let it be known, man.
Keep amongst wolves.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
gonna be in the wilderness. We're gonna be in
Right,
that
right.
jungle.
Some brothers have a spirit to obtaining to hold themselves down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you younger brothers in this faith, you come into this faith, you want to be around your damn cousin and Bobby and all the niggas used to be running in the world with. It's not going to help you. You're not going to profit nothing from it because you're not going to be able to grow. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures say be continually amongst godly men.
Because they're not going to talk about the scriptures.
Right.
They're not going to talk about you about that. They're not going to talk about you about your salvation. Right?
This is Sirach 27 and verse 10. I mean, in verse 11 it says, the discourse of a godly man is always with wisdom, but a fool changes at the moon. Verse 12 is the point. If thou be amongst the indiscreet, observe the time, but be continually amongst men of understanding. So you want to be more so amongst men that's girded and enlightened with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You understand? And I can speak for that. I can speak for that for myself. If I'm not around brothers in this truth for too long, if I'm around somebody that's not in this truth for too long, I feel weird. Even at work, I'll be like, damn, I gotta get the hell away from these goddamn. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta get the hell. I gotta depart.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I need some alone time real quick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta observe the time when you're amongst, even like your family. You know they they causing you to do something that's that's not really that's gonna keep you going in this truth, you want to observe yourself, man.
Because it'll slowly kind of rock you back to
Yeah,
sleep.
yeah.
You stay in that same mentality. You kind of get back to them old way. You start basically digging up your old man again, man. Right? You trying to bury the old man. You know what I'm saying? You really trying to bury the old man, but you sometimes go out there and dig his arm out, dig his, this is, you got to keep that man buried, man, and become that new man that Yahweh Shema Shai has put into you.
Right.
Right.
Now, when you up in this ministry, and there's nothing wrong with being around your family, you know what I'm saying? It's a good thing. Like, I like when people start talking about the Bible. You know what I'm saying? I like it. Because I'm going to just start, if they say something to me about it, we're going to bring it out. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Now, you got some brothers that's more discreet. They don't want to, they just, they would rather not even do it. But me, with the way my spirit's set up, man, if somebody start teaching them or saying something about the scriptures, man, hey, I'm in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because why? Because a lot of our people are sick and they need a physician. You know what I'm saying? So when Yahweh Shai, when he was, remember they was telling him, hey, why you sitting amongst those sinners, Yahweh Shai? And what did he say? He's like, hey, man, the sick don't need what did he say? You got that, bro?
Yeah.
Bring it out real quick.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 5, verse 30. But their scribes and Pharisees murmured against his disciples, saying,
Right.
why do you eat and drink with publicans and sinners?
Uh-huh.
And Yahushua answering said unto them, they that are whole need not a physician.
See that? They that are whole need not a physician, man. You already walking in this thing. You don't need a physician, read.
But they that are sick, I came not to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance.
See, came to call sinners to repentance, man. All right, so it's not wrong with kicking it and chopping it up with your family, but you gotta sprinkle some truth in there. You know what I'm saying? you gotta make sure, hey man, you gotta sprinkle some truth in there somewhere down the line. You know what I'm saying? You might not want to do it right away. You line their ass up though. You know what I'm saying? You get it? So it's just like, oh, y'all got it. Right on the head. How you doing? Yeah, how y'all doing? But yeah, man. So we out here for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. You know what I'm saying? One of the elect probably don't even know about this truth right now. So at the end of the day, it's about letting your light so shine before men, man.
Right.
At all times, man. And a lot of times when we be amongst people, man, they can see our glow. They be like, damn, something different about y'all or something. You know what I'm saying? You can tell, like, and hey, man, that's just the spirit of the Heavenly Father.
I got to
Hey, you got it. Go ahead.
This is Sirach 33, and I'm going to start at verse 1. Verse 4 to 6 is the main point, but this in the G&T. I did had another one, but I couldn't remember. It's in Sirach where it tells you that always have conversation with people that
25 and 12.
that always have a conversation with people that have a desire for the law. It's basically saying always have intellectual conversation with people that believe in the law, basically, right? Those would be the best people to have conversation with. And when you're having dinner, it's better to have dinner with companions that fear the Lord. I forgot which one it is. I know it's in the G&T, but this is Sirach 33, verse 1. It says, no evil will ever come to a person who fears Yahweh Shema Shai. However often danger comes, Yahweh Shema Shai will come to the rescue. A person who has no use for the law doesn't have a good sense. Anyone who is insincere about it is going to be tossed about like a boat in a storm. Just like when Yahweh Shai was asleep and that wind came valiantly on the boat and they was getting scared. They're just like a man that has no use for the law. It says, if you are wise, you will believe in the law. You will find it as reliable as a scarce lot. Prepare what you are going to say, and people will listen to you. And some of the brothers that we might see that's saying that they're laboring, they might not think before they speak. The Lord tell you, prepare what you're going to say, and people will listen to you. So some brothers is preparing what they're actually saying, but it actually could be false, right? This is why every day you want to examine yourself, right? It says, use what you have learned before you start talking. A foolish person's mind works like a cartwheel, going around and around in circles. A sarcastic friend is like a wild horse that nines no matter who tries to ride him. So I was just bringing this out on the notion on where Yarmayan, you really should be observing who's around you, man. Right? They should be somebody that's intelligent, somebody that believes in the schoolmaster, and somebody that cleaves the prophecy, right? Because how much further you gonna go with a brother? How much bringing out the word, the scriptures in the right way? You know what I'm saying?
Look. Now look.
You know what I'm saying? How can we teach the word to the wall if it's not gonna be soaked in?
But really, the Bible is written to. We are the people of the book. And really teaching the prophecies that America is about to go on its last leg. You know what I'm saying? So they rulership is about to go down and ours is about to come up. So we are the Israelites who the Bible speaks of. Y'all know, y'all believe in Jesus, who the world called Jesus, right? His real name is Yahweh Shai. That's our real Lord. He's a black man from the tribe of Judah. And the so-called blacks here in America come from the same lineage of him. You know what I'm saying? King David, that's our forefathers. But they lied to us and told us that we was Africans and all of this. But if you just like look at like Chinese and Japanese, they look the same, but they're not the same. You know what I'm saying? But we are the people of the Bible. That's what we out here teaching. You know what I'm saying?
Now, have you guys read the Bible? Are familiar with it?
We read it like 10 times.
So have you read?
He just don't sit here and listen to y'all though.
Have you ever heard of the mark of the beast? You know what the mark of the beast is? What's the mark of the beast?
666.
Well,
That's the stigma. That's a part.
Number of the beast, yeah.
Let's bring it out for him.
I got
This
you.
is one of the major prophecies that's about to happen pretty soon.
I got it.
Right?
I got
You
it.
know that America, you could actually Google who is the daughter of Babylon, and it'll tell you it's America.
Yeah.
Right? America is Babylon. This place is going to be destroyed.
Right.
This is the lake of fire that the Bible talks about.
Right.
Because it's going to be so many ICBM missiles, like those nuclear missiles that Russia, China, Iran, they all got it pointed right here in America. Right? And when the Lord puts his spirit upon them, they're going to come here and they're going to destroy. It's going to be so many that's going to hit this place. It says the earth is going to rock to and fro. This place right here is going to be destroyed within an hour. It's going to turn into the lake of fire. Okay? But let's get this real quick.
Well, Revelation 13.
Yeah.
This is Revelations 13, verse.
You said where?
Revelations 13, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand.
So real quick, we got a little distraction. Real quick. Read it again.
Yeah, I'm tired. I didn't.
It says, and he causeth all, both small and great.
Revelation 13,
16. And he caught Revelations 13, verse 16 to 17. Shalom. And he causeth all, hold on. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand.
So this mark, when you look up the word, it's called a karagma, which is an incision. Right? This is an actual incision. They're putting something inside you. Right? Right. So right.
Where you basically saying that you're a follower of the Antichrist, which would be the nation of Esau, right?
Keep reading.
17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark.
Right. So basically, this is the time. This is that great temptation that the Bible talks about. This is basically you're going to choose who you're serving. Are you going to serve the wicked, or are you going to serve Yahweh Shem Shai? Right. And that's your choice. If you take that, can we get Revelation 14 and 9?
And this goes with all your transaction with your medical and your money. Instead of using a credit card or a dollar, it's gonna go into a digital.
You see it now, right?
You see it right.
Yeah.
You see how they got the Visa card, and you just tap it. They're getting you used to doing this thing, because it's going to be just a small, and they're just going to poof.
Yeah.
They're going to be able to do that, right?
Right.
So
Timeless, the movie Timeless.
Hey, look.
With Justin Timberlake.
Oh, yeah.
Well, when he it was on his right arm. In order to buy something, he had to take time.
You see the lady? She on TikTok now.
Yeah.
Doing it.
Yeah.
Chip girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a YouTube girl. They call her the Chip girl. Her whole house, her whole business.
Whole house.
Yeah, and her whole family.
I seen it. It was from her house.
Yeah, in Sweden, only 20% people use cash. Everybody in Sweden use their hand. Yeah.
The dollar is
Let me get my
starting to
point
crash
real
right now.
quick.
Right.
The dollar is really starting to crash. So this stuff, if you go to a lot of places now, they really don't accept cash. They only accept because they're getting you used to this method.
Right. Like this will have an RFID chip in it. In order for me and him to go to work, you got to boot this in order to go in the door. So this would be removed and they get put into your hand.
You gonna be able to make phone calls on your hand.
Right.
You ain't even gonna need this no more.
And I got a
They
YouTube
gonna-
video
yeah,
on
yeah,
it too.
They're gonna be you're gonna be able to see like little.
Like that,
It's deeper than just not buying and selling. It's gonna be able to like
Track
if,
you,
It's gonna be able to
everything.
track you, and then it's like people
Right.
like that sick, like what is it? Like people that got like those just name
It's
a
gonna have
sickness.
your medical records,
Like
all that
cancer.
stuff in
Like-
there, so they'll know who you are, right? If you're sick,
People that can't move.
Yeah, people that can't move, they can't talk. It's
Yeah,
gonna help them.
because
like that
Neuralink.
Elon Musk, he just got
with that
approved by the
Neuralink.
FDA that they
Right.
could put a chip in your head.
Right, so it's going to entice people to want to get it. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
But
right.
the Lord said, don't
Because
get
it's
that.
gonna be easier.
Yeah.
But the
So
Lord
what you
said,
wanna-
Don't get that. Yeah, go ahead. Do your thing. Go ahead.
14:9.
Do 16 and 2.
All right.
Yeah, 16 and 2 first.
This is Revelation 16:2. It says,
This is what's going to happen too if you take this.
"In the first went and poured out his veil upon the earth, and
Start
there
at verse 1. Salakia.
and I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the seven angels, Go your ways and pour out the veils of the wrath of the Most High upon the earth. And the first went and poured out his veil upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast."
So what that is because this stuff is going to be spitting radiation. So people are going to be getting cancer, stuff like that. They're going to be getting that from taking this thing. These grievous wounds and sores, when you read that, you read up the word of the sores, it's like a pus. A pus type stuff, right? So
Right.
now,
And we all get radiation. Like if your phone is on right now, you're getting some type of radiation. If I put a charger on my phone, it's gonna get more radiation. I put my phone on my laptop, it brings in more radiation. Whenever your phone get hot, it's increasing radiation. When you use your microwave, it has more radiation than a Apple iPhone. You know what I'm saying? Every time you're using it, you're bringing radiation. When you use AirPods, radiation. Esau just runs his empire off of technology.
but the scriptures have basically told us if we take it, can you get that?
14?
Yeah, 14.
All right. This is Revelation 14:9.
So
It says,
what's the bar just bring up? My bad.
Oh,
16 and 2.
yeah. So it says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the image if any man worship the beast in his image, which is the philosophy, the doctrine of this place, right? Salaki.
Examples that like the Mo's thing, the LGBTQRS thing,
Yeah.
or thing like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture
Out mixture, you're gonna get the full wrath of Yahweh Shem Al Shai.
into
Right?
the.
And those ICBM missiles, that's part of it, right? The other one is when Yahweh Shai comes with the chariots, right? Which are those so-called UFOs that they talk about? Those are actually the eyes of the Lord, right? When you read about it, there's different descriptions of it.
Like seeing those trains slicing in the sky, things like that, just zooming around. They call it like quote unquote shooting stars, things like that. So those are actually quote unquote UFOs, but really they're chariots of Yahweh Shem
Right.
Shai.
Those are the eyes of the Lord that are upon the sinful kingdom.
Right.
It's called a curse,
Right.
Because they're out here doing recon, they're out here doing test missions, they're doing
Right.
all these different things because they getting ready to
Destroy this place.
read
Right.
it. It's gonna tell you.
Because it's predestined. Because if you don't know who made bombs, when you look at the rich family, the Omenheimers, the Omenheimers, the damn demon, they call him a destroyer of worlds. So when he made the atomic bomb, that was his nickname, and it was supposed to be for future reference. And now we're about to be in this great time where mad powers have nukes. Before it was only one place. Right? So just to finish it off, it says, without mixture in a cup of his indignation, he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
And the lamb is Yahweh Shai. The angels, because the angels, they're coming. They're gonna have chariots. They're gonna have like laser beams on it. It's gonna be like something
Laser
that you've
beams.
never seen before.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
like out of a movie.
Right.
In the Independence Day,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right.
that they most movies,
Right.
most directors, they have to go into the Bible. Avengers, the director, he went into the Bible. Nope, he said he went into the Bible and read Ezekiel. Get out. He read the scriptures.
Hey, listen.
Check us on YouTube, 716 Israelites.
What is it?
716 Israelites. One word. 716 Israelites.
Hit us up.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Yup.
Y'all be out here?
Always.
For a minute. Yeah, about another hour probably. A little longer.
God bless y'all.
Yup, y'all too.
Just 706 you said?
716.
Israelites.
716 is that? So
Yep, yep.
what's the meaning of 716?
716,
Area
Buffalo.
code, Buffalo
7 for the
area
Lord, God number 1, the devil rep 6.
What's the meaning of this?
What's the meaning of what? The Idumean Caucasian?
Idumeans?
This would be the so-called white man.
This is white man?
Yeah, Idumeans, the Edomites. You ever heard of the Edomites?
You want to get into it?
Huh?
You want to get into it?
Yeah.
So this mentioned in the Bible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which where can I find?
Oh, all through the scriptures.
Yeah.
This,
Yeah,
this,
Idumeans.
this not mentioned.
We can go to Genesis 36.
Yeah, I know Caucasian, but
Right.
these Caucasian mentioned as this term
Yeah,
in the
Idumeans.
Bible?
No.
Edomites. Yes, the Edomites.
I was
They're
searching.
They're the Edomites. Yeah.
I was searching.
Yeah.
So
Which one you want,
do
Sam?
the Negroes real Jewish?
Yeah.
This is what you
This right here. This is according to
Huh?
Bible prophecy. This
Which
is
one
what,
you want?
This is the truth. Yes, this is the truth.
So this is you belong to him?
We over here looking, they over there talking.
So the real Jews. What about
Oh man, I love this, man. I really do love this. I love what
so
we
these
do.
not real Jews?
Call out Yahweh Shem
They're
Yahushai.
not the Jews. This is the Jews right here. The
Which
southern
one?
kingdom.
There
This
is-
the real one.
They're
Southern
Israelites.
kingdom. Yeah, they're Israelites. See,
Jew is
they're-
just short
they're
for
all
Judah.
Israelites, but you are just short for the.
Hey, I got a precept.
Judah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got a precept. Just saying it out of
already-
everything you're saying. I know.
Yeah.
This is Isaiah 65 verse 15. And ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen. For the land the Most High shall slay thee and call his servants by another name. So those, what the brother is pointing out to you right now, if you look at the yellow part, that's what the Lord calls those tribes in the Bible. But the words that's white, after the Europeans grew in power, Israel, their names start to change. Let alone when you read Second Kings, Second Kings, I believe the 17th chapter, the northern kingdom was closer to you. That starting with Ephraim all the way down to Naphtali, they got removed because the Assyrian came and took them, and then eventually they came to a far country, which is right now called America, and they dwelt on this land for thousands of years. And the tribes on the other side, they were still on the other side of the hemisphere. But of course, Israel was scattered four corners of the places of the earth, and our names got changed.
Right.
But the only thing that was always remembered was Jew, 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 Jew. But then it became the word Gentiles, and it has different multiple meaning. So all those names you see over there, Caucasian was not Caucasian back then. Idumea was called Idumea, which just means wasted away. Esau is Idumea.
Right.
Those are their ancient
Esau
names.
is Edom.
Today, you're not going to find Caucasian
In the Bible.
or white in the Bible.
Right.
You're not. But attribute-wise, they fit the characteristics of Idumea.
Right. You're not gonna
Roosevelt,
You're not
That-
gonna find Negro.
Yes,
I mean,
right,
you're not gonna
right.
find. You're not gonna find Black Americans in the Bible.
You're right.
You're not gonna find none of this other bywords in the Bible.
You're
either.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So we know through prophecy. You know what I'm saying, that who we are according to the scriptures. Now,
Ezekiel
these are
35.
the, yeah. Come.
Nice, thanks.
You know. So.
Good for you.
want me to read it?
Nah, you don't have to. I don't.
Anyway,
appreciate
guys, thank you for the
All right.
the
welcome.
information. All the best. Okay, have a lovely night.
You have a better one, man. Dang, I had a precept after the couple came.
Can't even understand it. Right.
This is
Probably Ashkenazi, fake, whatever, clever foot. What you bringing out, Sam?
This is Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 2. It says, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. Right? And we know Mount Seir is the land of Edom, right?
Mm-hmm.
It says, and say unto it, thus saith Yahweh Shema Shaddai power, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. Right? And if I jump down to verse 15, it says, as thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee, thou be Salakia. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea, even all of it, and they shall know that I am Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Right?
Mhm.
That's just the Idumea, Mount. That's all. That's them, bro.
Right.
That's them right there in a nutshell.
And it's talking about the people, let alone their place is gonna get hit, but it's really about the land ain't do shit to Israel. It's the people. The people is what, when you look at Isaiah the 19th chapter, this is why the Lord gonna put a spirit in the modern day Egyptians, which is the nation of Idumea. They're gonna be against one another. And we know in Mark the 3rd chapter, a kingdom divided against itself shall fall. Right? And Wisdom of Solomon in the 5th chapter tells you the last verse, when wickedness grow in the kingdom, you could that shows you that it's going to surely
It's about
fall.
to end, right?
Yeah.
Salaki, when you look in here,
Mm-hmm.
when you look in Ezekiel 35 and 15, it has Idumea. It has like an asterisk on it, and then it says Hebrew for Edom.
Mm.
Idumea, Hebrew for Edom.
Hebrew Edomites.
So
Oh, yeah. There
it
is Hebrew.
right there,
There is Hebrew
right?
Edomites.
So
In the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 21, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and shall make thyself naked. So this is the judgment concerning Edom. But reading on, the punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity.
That's right.
He will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. But the main point is that it was prophesied in the last time, the last captivity for Israel, gonna be enslaved to Esau, Edom.
right.
Now tell me, if those people over there in the land of Israel right now were the real Israelites, then where's Esau? Who's Esau? Why are they being oppressed right now, man?
Well, they all call themselves Jews or Jewish, right? So then where the other tribes at then?
Right.
If it's just you, where the other tribes at?
And Shalakia, y'all see when dude came up, he said this is true. He said the sign was true, man. He said this is true.
Right.
Then when the sister and the brother came up and got edified. Y'all see them how them spirits just ramble through here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It came like
And them
hotcakes.
demons like, get over here.
That's that
Get
Matthew
yourself-
13.
Yeah,
Matthew
yeah,
13.
They
Yeah,
couldn't touch it, so
yeah,
all they could do is they could just kind of just go in between it, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Hold on, let me get that. Matthew 13. Because that.
I noticed that. I just wanted to
I saw
bring that out. Yeah.
Nah, you right.
I'm trying to bring it out again. 'Cause it was-
Barricade of demons.
Thank you for reminding me about the scripture I was going to bring out. Right? This is, let me see. I'm going to just start at the point. Yeah. This is St. Matthew chapter 13, starting at verse 19. It says, when anyone heareth the word of the kingdom and understandeth it not, then cometh the wicked one, and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart. This is he which received seed by the wayside, right? Let alone in a double whammy, he got a call and the brother didn't even pick up his phone. He just hanged up. You know what I'm saying? And it was,
we was getting too much.
Yeah.
Was getting too much from the Lord.
Yeah.
Said, the Lord made it rain, so he just gave him a little bit because he was already, he was already he already enlightened a little bit.
Yeah.
So we hit him with the little, with a little bit, and that's it. That's all it needed for now.
Yeah.
Sometimes you ain't gotta overfeed him. How y'all doing?
We ain't gotta give him the Noah flood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The Lord was like, it's a little bit too much. Let
Keep
him,
it straight to the point.
Let him soak in whatever y'all just gave him.
And that's
Right.
another thing as well. If we were back where we used to be following these other groups, we were trying to push them on the wall.
Deuteronomy 10 and 12.
Nah, brother.
Somebody get Deuteronomy.
Brother, if you leave, then that mean the Lord not dealing with you, brother.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
See?
Get at the brother because he not listening.
Oh no, but what I wanted to say too about that man who came over there, he said, yeah, that's right. Right? That was just what you just read in Deuteronomy 4, that this is your wisdom in the sight of the other nations that shall say this is a wise and understanding people. Right? Because listen, he knows, right? And he saw it and he knew that was the truth. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Even though we don't seem like no doctors or nothing like that,
Right.
but I can just tell by his spirit, he couldn't believe it.
Right.
Yeah.
He couldn't believe what we were saying.
Right.
Judith 5 and 21.
Yeah. Oh, con. He couldn't believe it. He's just like, damn.
Right.
What the hell?
Right.
You know what they talking about? They know their history.
Right.
You know, when you know your history, man, them heathens, they be like, man,
Yeah.
like, these the most wisest niggas, you know
Yo,
what I'm saying?
and they look at us different than regular
Yeah,
niggas.
that's a fact.
You know, one time it was a crackhead, right? He seen a regular. This is in the town. He seen a regular brother, and he seen him. He what did he say? He said, brother, you got a light on you, but that other brother, that's a demon. You know what I'm saying? You got to know, brothers, especially when you shine the light of Yahweh Shem Hashai, brothers would know you stick out. Like if you see a whole bunch of black cars and you see one white car or one gold car, you stick out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. Even though we got clothes on like a normal man,
Uh-huh.
we got shoes on like a normal man. Like
Uh-huh.
our spirit still show something different.
Right.
Like people that's hungry. Like right there, that was an example of somebody being like one of the elect, or you know what I'm saying? Like and the reason why I say that is because you see thousands of people walk past us all the time, and when that one people stop, that means there's something in there they searching. You know what I'm saying? That's why we come out here, man. That's why the Heavenly Father said. That's why Yahweh Shai said, "As many as you shall find, man."
Yeah,
You know,
good
as
or
many-
bad.
right? And if don't nobody come, hey man, you did your job, man.
Right.
But if that one came, man, hey man,
Hey, that's what it said. It said if
Plant a seed.
the angels rejoice when one. He didn't say 5. He said 1.
and believe it or not, we planted a seed. I'm gonna give y'all a story real quick, and I don't mean to be rambling, but it took for me to come into the truth to remember even what I'm about to say. So, 2014, I went to DC with my sister, and it was like a million man march. It was a million niggas out there in DC marching for a million man march. Some shit I forgot. I don't even know exactly why I went. I just went to go. You know, and I remember walking past the Israelites. They had their signs out, all that shit. They hold signs. But it took for me to come into the truth to remember what I seen. I'm like, yo, that was the Israelites. Just me seeing that, my spirit was opened up to it. You know what I'm saying? Just me looking at that and seeing it, that us out here, we plant seeds by people just seeing us, bro. When somebody walk past and they see you out here teaching, they like, Then they see us on TV, Then they ask, then they hear it. They're like, oh, shit, this is planting a seed. You know? So when the scriptures tell you to prophesy to the wind, hey, go on to prophesy to the wind. Because, hey, man, you never know who you might leave your impression on, man. And that's just the real, honest to God truth, man. Real talk. Just standing out here and nobody say nothing to us, we're planting seeds, just people looking at us, man.
This is Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. And that's what we are here to prophesy right now, man. The death and destruction of this place called Babylon, man. Right? We ready to see this place go, man. We were just talking about it before we got on the line, man. This place is dull, man. Like the colors don't pop no more.
Right.
Everything just looks dull here to us, man. And we wake up, what does it say? Surely oppression makes a wise man mad, man. We wake up kind of angry all the time because we still in this captivity, man. We tired, we ready to get out of here, so we prophesying against this place, man.
Right.
Look how much more the earth looking weaker through age, man. You can just tell it's about to be the hell up out of here, man. You can look at everything. Everything is just do nothing good for your body. Everything you eat is fucking garbage. You look down at this water, this shit is green, bro. It's just like it's nothing here, man.
Right.
You know? So this world is, man, it's about time for the thing to get up out of here. It needs a good old cleansing, via thermonuclear destruction. That's what we need.
Yeah, just need a spiritual breakdown. You know what I'm saying?
To destroy everything on this that we see upon us over here, man. We praying for that, man.
Right. And that the hopeful elect, man, this is like Jonah, man. The hopeful elect is teaching against any place that they in, man.
Think
right?
about that. Where it says go on the chief concourse of the places, everything we set our eyes on, we mark it, man.
Yeah.
We marking through the spirit, man. So guess what? When time comes, all this stuff is going to be destroyed, man. Everything we look upon, man, right through the power of spirit, Yahweh Shem El Shai is going to have a mark on it, and then missiles are going to hit exactly where it's going to hit. You know what I'm saying?
You're not going to be able to say you ain't seen the prophets out there, man.
Right.
Because we all over.
Right.
We all over the internet.
Right.
All over, out teaching every week, throughout all the week. Everybody know about the Israelites. If you ask somebody, they be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Not even going to say everybody, but a lot of people do know about the Israelites, bro.
The majority of people, they like, no. I'm going to say they probably seen it just because you say you saw them, years
and
before.
I didn't even acknowledge them until after I came into the truth.
Right.
But it's still planting a seed in my mind somewhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And what more now?
Yeah.
Right? That was 2014. What more now? Where people are waking up all over this place, man.
Yeah.
People are standing on the highways and the hedges, on the corners everywhere now. You know what I'm saying?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
On a mass amount.
Right.
It's You know, the Lord is really moving nowadays. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And it's not like when I first came into the truth, when I started doing the work, like a lot of people, like we used to teach a lot of people, and they really didn't know. But it's like 1 year later, we're just like everybody started knowing. We like, yo, remember that?
Yeah.
You remember like we was teaching, and it was like people didn't have they had no idea. They was oblivious. But then like a year later, everybody knew about the Israel, about the truth. We was
Screaming
like,
out the
yo,
window. Oh man, they did say brothers gonna be on the highways and the byways.
Yeah, remember
Brothers
we was out there teaching?
beeping,
Yeah,
shalom.
that's a fact.
You know what I'm
The brother
saying?
did say that. He's like the last. He yelled out the window, said the last days. He said the Bible says it was gonna be brothers on the street corner teaching the Bible. And we was just like we couldn't believe what he said. We was like, yo, that's crazy.
He came
Right.
by and said shalom.
Nah,
This dude
Shalom.
out of nowhere.
Yeah, you know.
Shalom. Yeah, just came out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? He look, not like our people, you know, who be like, assalamu alaikum, my brother. You
Yeah.
know, walking around with that, man. Come on, man.
Right.
We don't rock with no damn.
Right.
Yarmayan said something about Mark, so I'm gonna just bring this out real quick. I know Asher know where I'm going.
Strong's H 8420. Tav. Tav.
Right? We want that spiritual Tav mark.
The why.
Tawab, it just said Tav. Hold on, let me hear that again.
It's the why.
Esau. Esau, his language. Yiddish.
Right. That's Yiddish, right?
Strong's H 8420. Tav.
It's the why.
Tav.
Oh, it's Tawaf.
The why.
Okay. How they say Tav, but it's Tawaf. Right? The Strong's definition means a mark, a signature, desire mark. The strong biblical usage, which the point, it's a mark as a sign of exemption from judgment. Right? That's the mark that brothers want, man. Right? The real elect is striving for Yahweh Shema Shai to get that spiritual mark. This is Ezekiel 9 and 4. I most likely might read both of them. 9 to 5. It says, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem.
Can you start up one?
All right, verse 3. It says, and the glory of the Most High of Israel was gone up from the cherub, whereupon he was to the threshold of the house.
I got it.
And he called to the man clothed with linen, which had the writer's inkhorn by his side. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. And to the others he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spear, neither have ye pity.
So think about like through the spirit, you have, when you looking at people, it's something like a green dot over those people who are crying and sighing. Those are the righteous, and everybody else who ain't got that, and you getting slayed, man.
Right.
I'm just going through and I'm slaying everything that ain't got this thing on their head. You know what I'm saying, or above them. You know what I'm saying?
It's just like when you playing 2K or Madden. Whenever the player got the ball, it'd be a ring
right.
underneath them.
Right.
And every man that say they serious for the Lord, you want to have that spiritual mark over you.
Right.
And why niggas is talking about the charagma is spiritual, y'all need to get it right and just stay with Ezekiel being spiritual and understand that Revelation 13 is talking about this beast having a physical mark. You never seen a nation that was spiritual. You never seen any nation outside of Israel that was spiritual unless the Lord was using Cyrus in a way that he was using him to make war with other nations. But Esau is only marked for destruction.
Right. That don't mean he's spiritual.
Right.
The whole part
Don't.
about this is it's not gonna be it's not gonna be a glitch and it's not gonna be an error. It is what it is. Right.
Yeah.
When you see that on them, they know to pass by. Just like in ancient Egypt, when they put the blood on the
On the door.
doorpost, you know what I'm saying?
That's you getting marked.
They knew not to touch it. You know what I'm saying?
Yup,
It's gonna
they
be
marked.
the same as those of the elect, right? Who are not gonna be touched. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's how you know the Lord come in the whole volume of the Bible, man. The Bible makes sense, man. It's just niggas don't. You know what I'm saying? So while you going through your hell, your relationship, work, always know that you're striving to get that spiritual mark, man. Right? Outside of having a house or a Lambo, trying to travel the seas, make sure you striving to get that spiritual mark. Right? For brother got
All
some.
that, like it really ain't time to be, investing in stuff like that, man. Go do this work, man. wait, you do this work so we can get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? That's why we sighing and crying right now, man, because we're ready to get up out of here.
Right. All that extra shit requires too much time.
Right.
You know, all that, too much goods in this world, it just requires too much time, man.
Right.
You know, so in our mindset, man, we just gonna wait till the kingdom to get our blessing.
Right.
You know, so that's the mindset you should be in. You shouldn't be in the world mindset of what's that? Psalms 37. Yeah, somebody get Psalms 37 real quick.
What verse?
You can just start from the top. The whole thing go right into it.
Psalms 37.
Because, like I said, you seeing motherfuckers out here, they got, you get enticed. It's just like we was bringing out earlier. You being around people and it's gonna stop you from.
Yep.
It's gonna stop you.
I hope
from
it.
doing,
I hope it stop working.
It's gonna stop you from doing what you need to do in this truth, man.
Okay.
Stay among. That's why observe the time when you amongst them in the street. Next thing you know, you're gonna start trying to be hanging with niggas every day again. Then you start doing that. Now you're in that nigga mindset again.
Slow backslide.
Yeah, slow backslide, just slowly. So you gotta observe the time, man, and keep it going forward. Don't go backwards, because backwards is not good.
What does it say? No man who
Turn back to the plow.
Right.
Turn back from the plow.
is
Man.
worthy for the
It's worthy
kingdom.
for the kingdom. That's right.
Let alone Timothy tells you don't entangle yourself in the affairs of your life.
Right.
Right? Because your life don't mean nothing on this side.
Right.
It's all about Yahweh Shem Shai. But
Right, but
Psalms
it's like,
37.
and with that thing, the Lord gonna bless you with certain things, man. The scriptures tell you, man, seek ye the kingdom first, and all these things shall be added unto thee.
Right.
Is it gonna be a damn Rolls Royce? Nah, it might not be, but it might be. The Lord gonna bless you with something, man.
Right.
As
But-
long as you're doing what He wants you to do.
Right.
You gotta have in your mindset the kingdom, man.
What does it say? Give us this day our daily bread. He gonna
Yeah.
give you just enough for
Right.
you to keep surviving, man.
Right. So when you're trying to force the hand and doing all this extra shit to, succeed on this side, it's not gonna work for you in the truth, man. The Lord gonna get
Right.
rid of you, man.
Right.
Go ahead. You got
Now
that.
if it comes, it comes.
Right.
But when you desire something, you lust for it.
Right.
Right? You desire above all things that you have. Right?
Keep treasures above.
Right, like even myself, right? That car right there, I want,
Yeah, that's
right?
a fact.
But I desire it on a certain level. But you don't want to desire something that takes you away from the ministry. You got brothers desiring pussy so much that as soon as they get it, you get that amazing nut, and it's like a crackhead. Oh, I'm looking for it again. I gotta put that day to day, brother. I can't read, brother. I gotta call you. You know what, man? These bitches, man, it's hard. Like, how do you deal with it, brother? Brother, you ain't gonna hit me up about scriptures, brothers. It's so many things inside this world that will drown you away from your Yahweh Shem
Sucking out your
Yahushua.
life form, man.
Right.
You letting off on your life form. Now you just slack and lazy, man.
Right.
And then when you sit idle, then you start getting all these spirits on you. Now you want to start listening to rap music and shit too much again. Now you want to start doing you just want to start being all into the new albums coming out. Now that damn music is polluting and playing over and over in your mind.
Now we rolling up.
Yeah. Then you want to be a rapper.
Now we rolling up.
Yeah. You can hear one song, I ain't gonna lie, because this the facts. You can hear one song and it'll bring you that feeling back when you was on the couch, rolling up,
Yep.
with a whole bunch of niggas. But you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You can hear one song and it'll bring you back to where you were at that time. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's a fact, bro.
So when you keep hearing that over and over and over again, then what?
Yo,
The scriptures say all things are lawful, but not all things are expedient for you. You know what I mean?
Yo, even you watch one of those a good music video, and then you seeing the booty shaking, all of that. That shit gonna make you be like, oh, where the Vaseline, the lotion, the
That
baby
flesh,
oil.
that flesh gonna jump right into you.
Right.
You might swag to it. Like,
Right. I want to make some stuffing. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, bro.
Yo, and everything out of the ministry is just a whole bunch of distractions, right? This is Psalms 37, verse 1. Fret not thyself because of evildoers.
Yeah.
Neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity.
See that? Don't be envious of the workers of iniquity. You
Right.
see that? And that's why how a lot of brothers slip out of this thing, because they feel like they don't have enough on the side.
Right. Now that's a
Heavenly
fact.
Father's not. Oh, this person got this. Why I should not have it?
Right.
Next thing you know, you chasing that damn thing that the wicked got, man.
Yeah.
Read that.
Matthew 7:23. What he said, man, I prophesied and did all these things in your name. He said, man, depart from me, ye workers of iniquities.
Yeah.
Right? And you could really be doing the work, but through the spirit, you probably do have iniquities, man. Desiring, you know what? I got all these riches on the side, just like Pharisees. I got all this wealth. I got money in my pocket, but law all day. But the Lord searching the heart, And you know, nigga, you dwell with brothers that's filled with iniquity.
Yeah.
And they ain't changing
You
shit.
truth, you got your friends and ZC's on and shit.
Right.
You could be all up about that. You could be, you know, going out teaching, and you could still be about, you know, you still could be covetous of this world, man.
Right.
You know, now we're human. We're not saying we're not human. Yeah, we want certain things. Sometimes when I walk through the mall, I see a pair of sneakers, I want it. You know what I'm saying? I see a shirt, I might want it.
Uh-huh.
You know, I see a hat, I might want it. You know what I'm saying? I see a car, I might like, damn, I can use that. You know, I want that. But I'm not set. That's not the first thing on my mind all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get to the kingdom of heaven, man. Point blank, period.
Yes.
You know, you gotta seek ye the kingdom first.
Uh-huh.
What that mean? Every day, man, seek the Lord first. You know, don't have him. Don't put him to the back burner, or he gonna give you up to the lust that you desire, man.
Salakia, what you just said, real quick. It says, damn, where is it? Damn, I think it's the wrong one. Salakia, I can't find it. I thought I had it. Salakia.
I'll read it again. Psalms 37, verse 1. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity.
Right. So, with that, and now you can finish, I just want to bring this out. It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, and verse 13. It says, and therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished, and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved.
That's a
who
good
the
one.
world is, and for whom the world is created.
Right.
You know? You shouldn't be worried about what the, you know, what Jake got right now, because he got, you know, 32-inch rims on bloopy blah blah, man. Hey, don't worry about that, man. And don't worry about their judgment. You should be worried about how you know, the righteous and how they'll be saved, right?
Right.
It says, what does it say?
The righteous shall scarcely be saved.
Yeah.
No, work out your own salvation.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With fear and trembling.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Sorry, that's all I have.
No, that's a full fact. You know what I'm saying? I think it was something Yarmayan said, or Dan back in the day, when y'all always said, stop worrying about whatever. Stop worrying about what somebody else got. Mentally, spiritually, or physically. Because if you're worried about what somebody else got in their pockets or what kind of talent they got, like this is for real. Like I tell my wife this all the time. When I met Yarmayan, it hasn't been a friend or a brother I met that's in the world that I desire certain things, like having family, owning, getting my credit right. So through the spirit, I desire certain things that this brother had, right? But when I look at the wicked, like Yarmayan be always saying, he said, man, we shouldn't be envious what the wicked have, man, right? Because then when you consume it, you'll be like, dang, I don't have that. Then you start looking of another way to make money. Then you be so occupied now you can't even do a lesson. And like you just said, the Lord will give you something that you being tempted on and give it to you, and then you'll see yourself drifting away from your first work. You know what I'm saying? And that,
Reading on that one
right.
there, go right in.
Verse 2, it says, for they shall soon be cut down.
See, that's talking about the wicked. You see?
Like the grass.
You see, they're gonna soon be cut down like the grass. They up for a little second, man.
Yep.
All right. This like, and who else could you apply this to? Esau.
Yes.
You know, the elites. They up right now, but soon they're gonna be cut down like the damn grass, man. Go ahead, bro.
Esau grew like, you know, when you driving in the hood and you go past that abandoned house and the grass haven't been cut. That's how Esau, he haven't been trimmed, he haven't been cut, right?
Yeah, bushy.
Right. It says, and wither as the green herb.
See, and they gonna wither as the green herb. Keep going, bro.
It said, trust in Yahweh Shema Shai and do good. So shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed.
See? There we go right there, man. What we just say? You trust in Yahweh Shema Shai, man. All right, you're gonna be fed. You're gonna be all right.
Right.
Okay, you're gonna be good, and ultimately you're gonna receive the kingdom of heaven, man. That crown from Yahweh Shai. That's what we really working for, man. So we'll be mediocre on this side. You know what I'm saying? We're just maintain right now.
Yep.
You know, but ultimately we know that the Heavenly Father is gonna His Son is gonna reward us, man. All right, go ahead, keep reading on that, bro.
Sirach 2, 15 or 18, it tells you whoever do things that's pleasing with the Lord shall be filled with the law. So 2nd Ezra 8 and 4, it said, swallow down my soul understanding and devour wisdom. Right? You gotta eat, man. But the elect is gonna eat spiritually, right? verse 3, and let a brother get a precept. It says, and trust in Yahweh Shemar Shai. Oh, no, Salaki. Verse 5, delight thyself also in Yahweh Shemar Shai, and he shall give thee the desires of thy heart. Right? So you should have a delight in Yahweh Shemar Shai first and foremost. It should be the first thing. Like when people say the point of waking up is some coffee in my cup. No, it's not. When you wake up, you of course you want to give praise to Yahweh Shema Shai for another day. Now sometimes I go to work, I might miss that moment to pray to the Lord, but at least I'm able to get up and say, yo, the Tawada Yahweh Shema Shai for another day to have a job. Right? Because some of us don't wake up to a job or to be able to provide for things that we might want or that we might need on this side, man.
Right. That's right. That's right, bro.
God appreciate in the book of Isaiah chapter 40, concern verse 5, and the glory of Yahweh shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together, and the mouth of Yahweh hath spoken. The voice said, crying, he said, what shall I cry? All flesh is grass, and all the goodness thereof is as the flower of the field. The grass withereth, the flower fadeth, because the spirit of Yahweh bloweth upon it. Surely the people is grass. The grass withereth, the flower fadeth, but the word of our power, Yahweh B'Shem El Shai, shall stand forever.
Oh,
So even though all this glory of this world may seem like glitzy, glamorous, it got last eternally.
Right.
Nah, it ain't. No, it got passed away, but the word of Yahweh B'Shem El Shai got to stand forever and ever.
That's right, bro.
they said this world, the world and the lust thereof would pass away, but the word, the truth, will be here forever.
Yeah, 1 John 2:15.
Right. And what is it? First Ezra, the 3rd chapter, man. The truth would take away the victory, man. Well, why would we ponder as men on giving our power to women when the truth really should have your power, man? That's your like if we was talking about Star Wars, that would be our force. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Sam. Or Asher.
In the book of Jeremiah, chapter 9, verse 23, thus saith Yahweh, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might, let not the rich man glory in his riches, but let him that glorieth glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me, that I am Yahweh B'Shem El Shai, will exercise loving kindness, judgment and righteousness in the earth, for in these things are delight, saith Yahweh B'Shem El Shai. So, if it ain't in glory in Yahweh B'Shem El Shai.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 4. I started verse 20. It says, my son, attend to my words, incline thine ear unto my sayings. Let them not depart from thine eyes. Keep them in the midst of thine heart. Right? Your heart is your mind, right? It says, for they are life unto those that find them, and health to all their flesh. It says, keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. It says, put away from thee a forward mouth and a perverse lips. Put far from thee. It says, let thine eyes look right on. Let thine eyelids look straight before thee, right? And that's going back to what the brother said, seek ye first the kingdom, man. You got to stay focused on Yahweh Shema Shai and his wisdom and knowledge and understanding, right? It says, let thine eyes look right on, and let thine eyelids look straight before thee. It says, ponder the path of thy feet, and let all thy ways be established. Turn not to the right hand, nor to the left. Remove thy foot from evil.
David get Psalms 1. Have David get Psalms 1. Sorry, Sam. Sorry, Sam.
Psalms 1 and 2 or 1 and 1?
Yeah, just get Psalms chapter 1 and read verse 1 and 2. That was a good point, a good precept Sam brought out. Our eyes should be paying attention to what's in front of us, and not what's beside us or behind us.
Bring it out loud, bro.
The book of Psalms, chapter 1, verse 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the
Counsel.
of the
Ungodly. Right.
nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sinneth in
The seat of the scornful.
Right. That's why a lot of us, you don't want to sit in the seat that the Pharisees and Sadducees sit, or some false ass teacher, because then you'll reap what you'll reap what they sowed, right? Because you're gonna just fall in the same vomit as they did.
Loyalty, brother.
Right.
You went to camp because you feel like you're supposed to be loyal to them. You know what I'm saying? Really, you're supposed to be loyal to your Habashim Yahushai, man.
Right.
If you know your elder teaching an off doctrine, you just on you dwelling with him just because you know that's your elder. You know what I'm saying? That don't make no sense.
Yeah.
Buddy, we was literally just talking about that before we started. That's what we was talking about.
It's about loyalty, brother. What
Right.
about loyalty? That's true. It's about loyalty to your Habashim Yahushai.
Yeah.
You know, you clearly know you teaching the all. You clearly know the mark of the beast is damn physical, but your elder teaches is spiritual. But you don't want to lead a camp because you got some type of high ranking. You know what I'm saying?
You cool with a brother.
But right. But what you're not really realizing is you slowing up the truth of the Heavenly Father. You know, because you're not pushing what was really truth.
Right.
See, the scriptures, this truth is about the doctrine.
Uh-huh.
It really is about teaching it correctly, the right way.
Uh-huh.
You understand? Because if you're teaching some lies, you lying.
You're right.
You know, it makes your way false.
You remember
You know, and it's and I'm not I'm not talking down on nobody, because we was doing that shit at one point in time.
Right.
The whole damn time that the market abuse is physical, but I knew that the elders that we was under was not teaching that.
right, and
You
I
know?
loved them. I
But
loved
I
them.
always said it though. I always said it because it was just in my spiritual. It's not that I was trying to be rebellious. I knew that before we even stepped in that camp, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just, you know, I'm glad the Heavenly Father delivered us, man. You know, y'all got to come up out of that. You like being around the brothers because of feast days and all that and this and that. Hey, man, if you know something is not right, if you know that the doctrine is off, you got to get up out of there, man.
Don't follow multitude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't follow multitude do evil.
Yeah, you seen Elijah or Elisha? They killed 400 prophets of King Ahab. That was prophets of the god Baal or Baal.
Paul.
Yeah. He had 400 of them niggas killed, man. We ain't gonna be teaching, especially if we ain't teaching the same thing. That's why you do not see the prophets or the apostles teaching with the Pharisees or Sadducees. It was always teaching against them. Read verse 2, David.
They peaceful, but you're not gonna
Yeah.
see them. You're not gonna see them standing on the same line.
Or going to the corner and fighting each other.
Yeah, you ain't gonna see that either, man. Because you know they moving too wide.
Right.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, David.
Verse 2, but his delight is in the laws of the Yahweh, and in his law doeth, and he meditate day in and day and night.
Right, now go with the next verse, because if you meditate day and night, you're gonna be watered just like us being in this water right now.
Verse 3, and he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth fruit bringeth forth fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither away.
Right, and that okay, keep going.
Soever who doeth shall prosper.
Kyle, on a deeper level, that show you that we're trees, right? If we deal with the wisdom and understanding of Yahweh Shem Shai, we're gonna be like trees. That's
You're gonna
next
bear
to
fruit and you're not
right.
gonna wither.
Right.
And you're gonna be prosperous.
uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? According to the will of the Heavenly Father.
Right.
Now it's not me. It's just you know, people read that. I thought if I came into the truth, the Lord gonna make me prosperous. Yeah, you being prosperous in His Word.
Uh-huh.
You leveling up and understanding.
Right.
You getting it. You see, you starting to see the truth for what it really is.
Uh-huh.
You know you being attacked by the script by demons.
Right.
You know that you in the flesh, that your flesh is weak as hell, and that you got to battle every single day in order even to strive in this truth. Bro.
Right.
That's deep knowledge in this truth, bro.
Right.
Knowing that,
Yeah.
you know, and being able to actually keep enduring and fighting and keep enduring and doing certain things to poke and slice up demons, man.
Yep.
And keep going, bro.
And get
a
that
lot
level.
of brothers in this truth don't know about that, man. They think when you come into this thing, oh, it's all over. No, man.
Right.
This shit get crazy when you start walking in this word, bro.
No, that's a
Niggas fall
fact.
for temptation.
Yeah, bro.
Right.
Let
And,
me tell you.
and every day you gotta freaking purge the leaven, man. Every day. It's not only for Pat. Every day you gotta break down that leaven, man, because it could come in 1 week, it could come in 1 day. And just like that tree without this concrete and that damn metal, that tree right there would be so fruitful because the roots would go down And this water would be so beneficial to every tree, man, that's over here, man. And we got to be one of these chosen trees that's planted near water, man. The water, of course, we already know, which is the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, which is going to make us clean, not baptize us like John, but baptize us with the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
This is Sirach chapter 15, verse 3. So exactly what you said. It says, with the bread of understanding shall she feed him and give him the water of wisdom to drink. You know, you have that wisdom and knowledge and understanding in order to Salaki, to know how to move in this world, man. Right? As you said, we're gonna be amongst wolves. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta be able to maneuver, and the only way you're gonna be able to do that is through this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You know?
Right, yeah. And
See, that's the hey man, right there. That's how you gonna be prosperous, man. That's when the Heavenly Father give you the real understanding of how you gonna keep yourself up in this thing, man. You know, that's better than anything, because you know, a lot of, like, we've seen brothers come strong in this truth, bro.
right,
And they be teaching, you know what I'm saying? But they just lack they lack a certain discernment. You know, but the Heavenly Father, He gave that to brothers like us, man. We can see, we know what we're going through. We know what we got ourselves into, man.
right.
A lot of brothers, they good with teaching, but they don't really know what they into. They don't really get what this truth requires, man. You know, this truth comes with, man, with a lot, man. You know, it's not just easy. Y'all got it.
No, like we were saying, like I say, a lot this stuff we was literally talking about before. Because the thing about it is, you got to understand, what are you in this walk for? What are you in this truth for? If you in this truth for women, then get the hell up out of here, man. If you here for, you know, to be popular, if you're here to be, you know, the man, you're not the man, right? Because Yahweh Shem Shai doesn't need any of us. You
Right.
know? This is a gift that He has given unto us, man.
He chose
right?
us.
And you got to understand what, you know, if your purpose is not ushering in Yahweh Shem Shai and to do His work and to be a servant of Yahweh Shem Shai, you need to get the hell up out of here, man.
Right.
You need not even do this.
Nah, I seen one of the brothers, man. They put it up. They said this at their camp video yesterday. They drinking hit. He said brothers coming to this truth trying to be the man instead of a man.
Right.
You know, brothers coming to this truth and they want to shine over every other brother, man.
Right.
Instead of just being a soldier for Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man.
Right.
You know, it's not about having the deepest precepts and making people go ooh. You know, we all a body, man.
Right.
You know, that's a sign of selfishness. You know?
Right. And you don't want to come in this thing to try to outshine a brother.
Right.
Nigga, like, how you gonna try to outshine your brother through the spirit you trying to outshine Yahweh Shai? You know, because if a man is coming in the spirit of Yahweh Shai and he's walking in truth, you know, that's actually going against what scriptures is really about. Solomon had all the wisdom. You can't see in scriptures where Solomon was bragging, I have all the wisdom, you don't. Shut up. He did. He still was using prophets. You know what I'm saying? This is St. John 15, and I'm gonna just go to the point. Verse 13. I'm gonna start at 12. It says, This is my commandment, that ye love one another, as I have loved you. Greater love, and that's real love is not when you in a competition with your brother. I don't know you trying to outdo me, but you trying to outdo me. We go around some women, or we go to a place, you want to make sure you shine, and you getting all that. Like, that's not a brother, man. Let alone, we seen this when we was with that congregation. Brothers would labor with these other brothers and then leave and then make videos about them after they leave. Like, what? How y'all gonna do unity camp and then y'all do videos about each other right after? Shit don't make no sense, right? It says, greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Ye are my friends if ye do whatsoever I command you. Ain't nobody in this thing your real friend if they not laying their life down. This is not about a me thing or an I thing. This is about a we thing. So if Yarmayan doubling up, he not doing it only for him. He doing it for the elect. He doing it for us, right? Every man that's picking up that Bible, you fasting, you praying, you doing it for us. When you confess your faults, yes, you doing it for yourself, but you doing it for us through the Spirit, because I can be dealing with lust and I never told nobody. Just because I seen you do it, the Spirit will give me confidence, confirmation. I'm not the only one suffering. I'm not the only one going through this temptation. Yo, Asher, you did that? Yo, Asher, I ain't gonna lie, I damn near cut my wrist last week, bro. Right? And then that brother might have a spirit. He might rebuke you and get you on edge, and you rebuking him. right? This is not a self-centered ministry. And any nigga doing that shit, you is not a brother and you is not a friend, man, right? No, nobody would give you a blade when war comes down because you're going to be thinking about yourself. Brother, I killed 150. How many you killed? Niggas is not worried about that, man.
I appreciate
This is not a clout chaser.
the book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 11. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take that crown. You know, so hey, you gotta hold that fast what you have, man. What's that you have? It was not just saying the truth, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you gotta keep holding on to your how about Shemel Shai, man.
Con.
Because that's your salvation at the end of the day.
Right.
You know? It ain't by you, it ain't by your glory, it ain't by what you say or what you do, about what you how about Shemel Shai said.
Con.
What they say.
Because the Lord could take it away from you just like that.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. You can't boast on your stuff. You can't, make yourself higher than who you are, man. Just do the work, man, at the end of the day.
Humble yourself.
The Lord can destroy us at any day and any time.
Right.
Right.
He get all high and mighty.
Right.
This is Revelation 2, just dealing with the point what the brother was talking about riches, right? It says, I know thy works and tribulations and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. I just wanted to stay to the point of, but thou art rich. We are rich because we have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. The Lord gave it to us for excuse my language. The Lord gave us this for free, right? Let alone, we didn't pay the penalty. Yahweh Shai did. You got the best thing free. And I always tell people, y'all worried about how much money another person have or what they have. If every brother put their Bible together, we would be more wealthy than Bill Gates. Because this is the knowledge and the stability of our times. This is something that can get you ready for the kingdom. Riches can't. This shit just gonna have you hiding, nigga. Hiding your riches. You know what? I bet you in these bunkers, these niggas got their Lambos. So when when all the bombs done, we're gonna take all our Lambos, our Bugattis, and bring them back up to the land, and we're gonna drive and make nigga. Niggas is going like they did in Egypt time. When you die, they'll put your riches in your tomb. Nigga, this is not gonna be that after World War III. We're gonna come out and we're gonna make another Twin Tower building. No. You're gonna build and the Lord is gonna tear down. You gotta think in Israel too. Niggas is building dumbass congregations. The Lord gonna tear that down and he's gonna raffle out the elect. When you read about the tears in the wheat, the Lord tells the angel, when the angels come and collect us, they're gonna collect up the wicked and the righteous, and that's when the Lord is gonna divide us, man. Right? This is about a we problem, not an I problem or a me problem.
But when you go to the book of Joshua, right, you understood, like, the tribes knew if one of them went off there, hey, everybody was going to get punished. No, that's a plan.
Yeah,
they always going to get punished, right? When, who was it? I think it was Dan and another tribe, when they had built an altar, right? Guess what? The other tribes came over and they was ready to go to war. They knew that, hey, if they did that the Lord was going to not only punish them, but punish all Israel. Man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And that's crazy. The brother just said that, right? And I have to get it. That brother should have never said Joshua. Because he talk about Joshua right now. I got to go to one of this chapter that I love so much, right? This is Joshua chapter 20. Salaki. It's not chapter 20. Okay, here we go. This is Joshua chapter 22, verse 20. Did not Achan the son of Zerah commit a trespass and a cursed thing? And wrath fell upon all the congregation of Israel, and that man perished not alone in his iniquity. In Achan, when you go to chapter 6 or 7 in Joshua, the Lord said, do not take anything out of Jericho or Ai when you enter in. Just take in the certain gold possessions that I ask you. If you do, it would be a curse upon you and the congregation. This man Achan, just like any nigga, stole a Babylon garment and 10 shackles of silver and gold and put it in his tent. They're just like a drug dealer. You hiding your drugs where you lay your head at. And they then eventually the spirit went on to Joshua and he confessed it. And yes, I did. Why you do it? And guess what? Him and his sons or his descendants all got killed and they called that place the Valley of Anchor.
Well, Salaki, they remember they first they got the tribes.
Uh-huh.
From the tribes,
Yup.
they got the families. From the families, they got
Uh-huh.
the certain men. From the certain men,
Uh-huh.
all the way up into his family.
Uh-huh.
And then him and it wasn't just him.
Yeah.
Right? It was him and his whole family. You
Yup.
know? Damn, the animals and everything.
Uh-huh.
Everybody had to pay. You know what I'm saying? That's the fear. That's the anger of Yahweh Shem Al Shai, right? And just think about that. If he had that anger amongst us, what more amongst the nation? But if he had that amongst the nations, what more against Esau, man?
Right.
You know
And
what I'm
this
saying?
here we go. This is Joshua 7:24. And Joshua and all Israel with him took Achan the son of Zerah, the silver, the garment, and the wedge of gold, his sons, his daughters, his oxen, his asses, and his sheep, and his tent, and all that he had, and they brought them into the valley of Anchor. And Joshua said, Why hast thou troubled us? Yahweh Shema Shai shall trouble thee this day. And all Israel stoned him with stones and burned them with fire after they had stoned him with stones. Right?
Then what it say? It then pile some rocks on top of him.
Right, yeah. It said, and they raised over him
and his family.
a great heap of stones unto this day. So the Lord turned the fierceness of his anger, wherefore the name of this place was called the Valley of Anchor this day. And you can go right on the map and go find this place, right? And some people, where they go visit, they stack up stones and say, oh, this is in the Bible. But that just shows it's not karma. It's just called you reap what you sow. And look at the 2/3, right? Just one of them is fucking up right now. But guess what? The whole volume of the 2/3 is going to get it, let alone the elect. In order for us to get this kingdom, we had to deal with suffering. And the 2/3, in order for them to come back and get the kingdom, they got to know death by pain. You know, the whole nation is getting touched, right? It's just,
We all sin, you know.
Right.
In the book of Daniel,
Mm-hmm.
you know, all Israel has sinned. So, you know, we all have taken part of this, you know. But, you know, just like a child, right? You know, you get your whooping. Some of them will correct themselves, and some of them will continue to go off because that's just who they are, you know what I mean? And
Right.
those who can correct themselves and come back, you know, basically those are going to be the elect, because those are the ones that are going to hear and be like, oh, I need to get my shit together and get themselves right. You know what I'm saying?
Con, that's a fact. I don't know if this is it, but I'm gonna just bring this out. It might be the last one. It says, this is Colossians 3, verse 23 and 20 to 25. It says, and whatsoever ye do, do it heartily, as to the Lord and not unto men, knowing that the fear of Yahweh Shema Shai, ye shall receive the reward of the inheritance. For ye serve Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, but he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he have done. And there is no respect of persons. So the righteous is going to receive a righteous reward in the wicked. Guess what? If you're listening to a prophet, you'll receive a prophet reward, right? This whole thing is about action and listening. This shit is not about one man, one woman. This is not about no woman with a BBL and silicone titties. This is not about a brother with a long ride and money that's taller than Shaq. No, this is about a man and a woman having fear of Yahweh Shema Shai, striving for him until death. If it's your day to die, it don't matter if it's cancer or if somebody trying to make you disown Yahweh Shema Shai. It's about those servants that will go the farthest distance for Yahweh Shema Shai. Elijah was jealous for Yahweh Shema Shai. I mean, I be praying that the Lord let an enemy do to anything to my brothers. And I say, hey, if I be one of the elect, let fire come down. That'd be sweet. And your enemy, 50 of your enemies get burnt up like Elisha did. That'd be fire. You know what I'm saying? To even have a thought that, hey, we about to go here, Yamayan. We gonna go here. And then after, you gonna see me get beamed up. That'd be fire to see that, man. But to be able to read it and believe it is different than a nigga that say I used to teach that, brother, but I don't do that no more. I don't want to be that nigga. I want to be, to the Lord, I want to be a yes man. I ain't gonna lie. I want to be a yes man to Yahweh. When brothers say don't be a yes man, I want to be a yes man to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. That's plain, right? So, Lord willing, this was edifying to the hopeful elect, whoever it may be. And, straight and direct, raw, straight edification. We not better than nobody. We don't try to be. Just trying to give out the word of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. We want to give our honor and our praises.
So, yeah.
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash. Yahweh being the Most High God, and Yahweh Shai is who the world any calls Jesus the Christ. And double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who will rule the world through the Spirit and teaching 100% of Most High doctrine to the best of their ability, and in truth and being sincere. And a mighty shalom to the hopeful elect, whoever you may be in and out of congregation. Death to America and death to Esau. Till next time, shalom from the brothers in
Shalom.
716, man.
Oh.
A Bible ball.